Hello, my name's Greg Egan, and today I'm going to give you 10 tips to beat loneliness. So let's get into it. So, introduction. Issues relating to loneliness are a real problem across society, with one report in Australia showing that 1 in 3 Australians, 33%, reporting episodes of loneliness between 2001 and 2009. And I'm going to put the references at the end of this PowerPoint present. This jumped to around 54% during the COVID pandemic. Another statistic in 2006 showed that 25% of households actually had single occupants. And some of the risks factors to feel lonely included living alone, being single parent, unemployed, single adult without children, individuals suffering a mental health condition, recently separated men who are 13 times more likely to experience loneliness than married men. So there's just some quick statistics there showing that loneliness in society is actually a real issue. Now, what are some of the impacts of loneliness, though? And here's some of the impacts, like social isolation or loneliness has also been linked to mental illness. Well, social isolation and loneliness is slightly different, but I'm going to point out social isolation here. And loneliness as well has been linked to mental illness, emotional distress, suicide, the development of dementia, premature death, poor health behaviors, smoking, physical inactivity, poor sleep, and also biological effects. Like your ailments could be playing up more, your old injuries could be playing up more because of stress associated with loneliness. Could be high blood pressure, poorer immune function. Social isolation is associated with this sustained decreases in feelings of well-being and life satisfaction. But overall, it can impact on your overall general physical and psychological well-being. And so loneliness can come out of social isolation as well. But it's not just connected with social isolation. But I thought I would just point this out as one example. So here's 10 tips to overcome loneliness. So as you have heard, loneliness is a real issue in modern society and can impact on our overall well-being. And yes, I only pulled out some random Australian statistics there, but still, I'm guessing that if you look at worldwide statistics, you may be getting some similar reports coming out there about loneliness and its impacts on our general health. So if you are experiencing loneliness, then this video or videos like this may help break that cycle of loneliness and generally improve your overall well-being. So let's get into some suggestions here on how to break that cycle of loneliness within your life and improve your overall well-being. So the first one, engage in self-reflection. So take some time to understand the root causes of your loneliness. Reflect on your interests, your values, your goals to gain clarity about what you want from social connections, for example, or what you want from life in general. Brainstorm on what brings meaning and value into your life, what it is you want from life, and develop some goals from this. Keeping yourself busy and focused on your life and on improving your life can also help with loneliness. An example, I spent my alone time reflecting on what I wanted from life, setting some clear goals, whether it be career goals, personal goals, life goals, bucket lists. And I started a general journal because I wanted to understand me and I wanted to improve my overall well-being and connect better with those around me. So that's where self-reflection was important for me. And so please do self-reflect. Even just creating a Word document and starting to brainstorm on what you could do to improve and reduce loneliness or reduce its impacts overall. Number 2, join communities and groups. Find communities or groups that align with your interests and passions. That's where that reflection comes in before, because you want to know what your interests and passions and hobbies and all that are. Reflect on them, because from that point, you can start moving into some of these other suggestions. So this could be clubs, organizations, hobby groups, or online communities. Engaging with like-minded individuals can also help build new friendships. In turn, reducing loneliness. Example, I recently joined a board gaming group where people passionate about gaming came together to try different games out. And it was great meeting people with similar interests to play some games. And I've been there twice so far, and I'm probably going to continue to do it because there's a nice group of people attending there. 3, volunteer. So dedicate some of your time to a cause that resonates with you. Volunteering not only allows you to contribute positively to society, but also provides an opportunity to meet people who share your values and interests. Example, for many years, my father has volunteered for the local state emergency service in New South Wales, Australia. And as a result, he's become connected with the local community he lives in during his retirement and made friends and people he can communicate with. So it doesn't matter what the volunteer group in your organization is. It could be working for a local St. Vincent de Paul, some charity groups, a local community center, or it could be volunteering at a school. It could be volunteering in sporting teams, whatever it looks like. It helps you connect with society, but it also gives you something to do that you're passionate about. Number 4, take up a new hobby or activity. Explore new activities or hobbies that you've always been interested in. This could be involving in joining sporting teams, taking a cooking class, or learning to play musical instruments. Engaging in these activities can lead to new friendships and connections because now you're interacting with people that have the similar hobbies and interests as you, like I was talking about board gaming earlier. Example, and here's another example. I do a lot of vlogging online, whether it be psychology videos or travel vlogs or just general food vlogs, just for a bit of fun on social media platforms. And yes, my psychology ones are more serious, but I do have some other channels that I have some more entertaining fun on. And since I've started this, I've started to connect with people from around the world and of different passions, just sharing their ideas online, like just fellow people that are vlogging online. And another example, my partner took up a cooking class, and out of it made new connections in the community that we currently live in. So it can help you connect with people, taking up hobbies. Could be photography, could be painting, could be anything. But just look at what your interests are and engage in them and start talking to people online and meeting people. And then eventually could lead to meeting people face to face. Number 5, connect with old friends and family. I should just move this a little bit. So reach out to old friends and family members you haven't spoken to in a while. Rekindling these connections can help alleviate loneliness and provide a support system. Life's too short to be holding on to historical grudges, in a way. But that being said, of course, you want them to be healthy connections and connections that bring positivity into your life. But connect with old friends and family. That could also help. And due to the mix of technology we have, the ability to catch up with friends in many forms, including VoIP phones, video calls, Zoom, MS Teams, Messenger, Instagram, Facebook, or if they live close, even catching up for a dinner or coffee. Could be just nice to meet with people. Number 6, practice active listening. And this is a little bit about mindfulness. So when engaging in conversations, make a conscious effort to actively listen to others. Show genuine interest in their stories and experiences. By doing so, you can foster deeper connection and strengthen existing relationships. Using mindfulness to be present in these activities that you engage in and actively listen to people can bring you close to those around you by connecting with them on a much deeper level. Utilize social media mindfully. See, a lot of us might just like flick through TikTok, flick through YouTube, and not really think of anything. But if we do it mindfully, whilst using social media can be a valuable tool for connecting with others, it's important to use it mindfully. That's what I'm coming back to. So be intentional with your social media use and prioritize quality interactions over mindless scrolling, as I mentioned before. For example, you could be using it to keep up to date with various events, including local events in your community, for travel information, for general news, weather, learning new things, or catching up, getting new information about different topics. Like I go through a lot of social media stuff on psychology topics, counseling topics, as learning new things, as well as fun as catching up with other people. Sorry, I'll go back to that. It just sounded a bit weird what I said. But through social media, we can learn new things and we can have fun catching up with people. Like I've caught up with friends that are in South Africa, people I went to high school with. Well, not South Africa, in one of the African countries. And I only caught up with them by using Messenger and just seeing how they were going. So you can reconnect with people from all over the world using social media, as well as your friends, but also just keeping up to date with priority information and also just generally increasing your knowledge. Of course, there is a lot of stuff, misinformation on social media too. So just take that into consideration. Number 8, attend social events and meetups. Look for local events, meetups, or gatherings related to your interests. These events provide opportunities to meet new people and share common passions and can help expand your social circle. These could be local community carnivals. I just realized a spelling mistake. Sporting events, school reunions, cultural events, religious events, family gatherings, could be even musical concerts, live theatre, or just people meeting up for various interesting topics. Could be meetups to go with walks, riding groups, those sorts of things. Please take care of yourself. Prioritize self-care activities that nourish your mind and body. Engage in regular exercise. Eat a balanced diet. Get enough sleep. Practice relaxation techniques like meditation and yoga, but there's many others. Just engage in activities that give you meaning and value and generally bring pleasure into your life. Taking care of yourself holistically can improve your overall well-being, making it easier for you to form connections with others. And when you're out engaging in self-care activities, you can start to make connections by default of the places you hang out with or the people you hang out with. And again, just picked up on one of my little grammar issues there in my PowerPoint presentation. I should check these things a little bit more in detail sometimes. But see, self-care is a priority. And generally speaking, if you're looking after yourself, you generally become more positive. And when you're more positive, you tend to attract more people around you. So focus on you. Focus on looking after you. I can't emphasize that enough. Number 10, seek professional help if needed. If your loneliness persists and affects your life daily, and you can't seem to pull yourself out of it, consider seeking support from a therapist or a counselor. They can provide guidance and strategies to address your feelings and loneliness. Consider counseling for things like mental health, life coaching, career coaching, or financial counseling, as well as many other topics, which can help you give focus and address any issues you may be facing so that you can put direction in your life. In conclusion, being holistic in how you approach your life and engaging in a variety of hobbies, interests, activities, events, etc., can help you break that cycle of loneliness. So take some chances and get out in society and focus on your goals and engage with people, as you never know what opportunities or connections may come out of these things. So if you like these sort of videos, hit like and please subscribe. And if you got any questions on this, on how to beat loneliness, or any suggestions as well, please leave them in the comments below. And thank you for listening.